Good day everyone, welcome to Fun Labs Design Studio. This is the digital painting video, the Lady Deathstrike video that I just released. If you haven't seen that one, go give it a check. That was the inking process video. If you are into that stuff, that's cool. I draw primarily on paper first, and then scan it in. And after scanning, I kept the texture on purpose because I wanted it to have this like cell shaded look to it. So see, as you can see, has a lot of cell shading look to it. I really like how it looks. I will add a background. I even added blood, of course. Lots of the detail comes out, and I added the blood splatter onto the adamantium claws, making that. There's various brushes you can use within Krita. Krita is fantastic for digital painting. I actually find it better to digital paint with than Photoshop. No offense to Photoshop, I like Photoshop. It's a lot easier to use when you're like applying background and stuff if you're not used to using Krita yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm just finishing this all up. I'm not going to go through and show you the whole thing. That'll be just extensive. So see, as you can see, the pencil or marker outline is faded, so I'm going along and doing that all, cleaning that up, and then what I'm doing is adding the adamantium effect. So what we'll do is you can just press like control, and then I select my brush, how I want it to be, and then I kind of give it that metal look to it that I want. Then you can add more in of the other, just like a painting. If you're familiar with painting, then you'll probably like that aspect of this program because the brushes are fantastic. I love Krita for this, and it's very intuitive. Very, very intuitive program. You can do all the other things that you can. You can animate, which I've been playing around with, and you'll see some videos from that. 2D animations, which I really enjoy. That's what I studied, so I like 3D as well. But I find that I'm more attracted to the 2D elements. I really like how you can stretch and squash, and it's not like robotic or too stiff. I like natural movement. I think natural movement has a better visual effect to it. Just gives it that feel. Like traditional cartoons, those are the best animation, like Looney Tunes, these type of cartoons. 3D is okay, and there is like some aspects to it I like, and I will be fooling around with later on the channel. But I'm not huge into it unless it's for gaming. For animation, and like even flash animation is very stiff. I'm not a keener on it. I'll give it credit because it's still a creative form, but like the new cartoons where they don't even like do outlines, or it just doesn't appeal to me as much. Some people have, and it's all in your preferences. But so then, as you can see now, adding that, now it's bringing it out, that metal, but in a painted effect. So then what I'm going to do is go over to the brush tool. I really like these splatter brushes down here. And there's this one, and what we go to is like red. Select like a blood red. Then you can lower it using your shortcut keys are usually the brackets. So we can add in these effects here. I might change the coloring, and then what I'm going to do is pick this brush, and then, oh, that's too splattery. I think maybe I used this one instead, but then I just lowered it down. You can lower that down by the bracket keys, or up here, there's a function here, you can just lower it, the size of it, and increase by the brackets. There's lots of user reference material. Once you get used to it, then you'll see, and give it that blood effect, like she just went postal on somebody. And then when you zoom, there we go. So there, I have that, and then I'm just going to finish up this one, Up some more detail on the line work like I was showing you previous here. Just see all these lines here. You can select D and then it goes back to the white and black. But I wanted to keep that nice cell shaded effect, natural one. I didn't want to add like filters and fart around. Like, I'm trying to do as much traditional as I can from like what I learned in school when I studied traditional animation. I will be showing you some really cool videos coming up of very old school techniques of animation, which I, believe it or not, learned in elementary school. I have a cell that I painted on years ago, and that format is very interesting to me, and I really think it's fascinating how much work went into it and create these amazing films that, like, it started with coloring of Snow White, and all these were all painted in films like Acura, which were just like painted all on hand-drawn cells. It's just amazing, the quality. Next time you go and watch those videos, you'll see how much work went into it. You can hold down the space bar when you're doing this, just kind of go through to move it with your pen tool. I'm using a Huon 1060 Plus, very good tablet, the newer version, updated version. The pen is fantastically smooth. Takes a minute to get used to digital. You're accustomed to drawing on paper, but I love digital painting because it's so much easier to just edit and zoom in and goof around and play like your strokes. You can do nice, once you get used to it, nice lines. Yeah, see? And then you can rotate the canvas as well, so if you hold down the button on your pen tool, what you can do is you bring this up and then I can rotate it, the whole canvas, and then I press it again. I can zoom out, move it, give it a nice, and it's basically like you're drawing on paper. See, and your lines get nice and consistent and smooth. You can just pull it nicely. Once you get your pen pressure sensitivity down, oh, I gotta fix that. That's Control Z, as always with every program. Hold on here. Sometimes you're gonna get that one, but I like it. I really like Krita. You did a great job on making this. See, one movement. You don't have to fart around. And then I can Shift E. Oh, sorry, not Shift E. That's see, that's Photoshop stuff. I use all of them programs quite randomly. So D. So there you go. So that's just a brief, and then we can go E and just give this more. Let's go to the line work. E. Oh, logical. Do that all the time too. Okay. Give it that nice. Alrighty then. There, that looks good. So then we can that, and then we just tap it once and it goes back. I like this program a lot. So I'm gonna put it onto the background, and then you can see from there. I'm just gonna go along and finish all this up, add some little blood here, and we'll see. And then just fix all the line work up so it's nice and dark. And yeah. And then add the background on, and then it's done. So go play around with Krita. It's a great program to use, very user friendly, very intuitive. I enjoy using it. You probably will too. If you don't, you can get a link in the description below. If you don't have a tablet, they're very affordable. You'll like it. It comes with a glove. It comes with all the different stuff. I hope you have a great day, and talk to you soon.